There's a myth that's quietly taken root in the minds of millions, that simply going for a walk every day is the magic pill for staying healthy after 68. It's comforting, easy, and for years we've been told that if we just keep moving, we'll be fine. But what if I told you that walking, on its own, might be silently working against you? That if it's your only form of movement, you might be unknowingly accelerating aging, not slowing it down? Stay with me, because what we're diving into today could completely shift how you approach your health and independence. And trust me, the last one, almost no one talks about it, but it might be the most important of all. Before we get into it, if you care about staying strong, mobile, and independent well into your later years, go ahead and subscribe, because we're not here to repeat what you've heard before. We're here to give you the real tools to stay vibrant. Let's jump in. Walking is great, but let's call it what it is: movement, not muscle building. And after 70, muscle mass isn't just nice to have, it's your armor. You see, starting in your 40s, your muscle begins to fade. By your 70s, that process speeds up unless you fight back. It's called sarcopenia, a fancy word for something very real: the gradual loss of strength, stamina, and independence. The surprising part, walking won't stop it. Yes, it works your legs, but it doesn't challenge them. It doesn't tell your muscles, hey, we still need you. That message only gets sent when you lift, push, or pull against resistance. Take Eleanor, 73. She walked religiously, 2 miles every morning. But when she tried to lift her grandchild or carry a heavy grocery bag, she'd struggle. Her legs were moving every day, but her strength was fading. It wasn't until her physical therapist introduced her to resistance bands and simple strength moves, think chair squats, wall push-ups, light weights, that things changed. 3 months in, she wasn't just stronger, she felt capable again. She stood taller, moved more confidently, and even started sleeping better. That's the power of strength. You don't need a gym, you don't need machines, you need a plan, and just a few minutes, a few times a week, to maintain the muscle that keeps you upright, active, and independent. If you want to test your strength right now, try this. Sit in a chair and stand up without using your hands. Can you do it easily? If not, it's time to start building strength, not tomorrow, now. Most people think strength is what keeps them safe. But after 70, it's not just strength, it's stability. Falls are one of the leading causes of serious injury for older adults. And here's the thing, they don't happen because someone stopped walking. They happen because someone stopped training their balance. Walking doesn't test your balance much. It's repetitive, predictable. But balance exercises, they engage the tiny stabilizer muscles in your feet, ankles, core, the ones that catch you when you trip, misstep, or twist. Let me tell you about James, 75. He'd been walking his dog every morning for years, but one icy morning, a small slip on the sidewalk nearly sent him flying. He caught himself, but barely. It shook him. Suddenly he was nervous going out alone. His doctor suggested balance training, simple moves like standing on one leg near a countertop, shifting weight side to side, or practicing heel-to-toe walks in a straight line. It felt silly at first, but within weeks, James noticed something incredible. He didn't feel fragile anymore. His body trusted itself again. Want to try it? Stand near a chair or counter and lift one foot off the ground. Can you hold it for 10 seconds without wobbling? If that's a struggle, it's a warning, not a failure. And the good news? It's a skill you can rebuild, 1 minute at a time. If strength is the engine and balance is the steering wheel, then flexibility, that's the suspension. It's what makes movement feel smooth instead of stiff, effortless instead of painful. But the truth is, flexibility naturally fades with age, especially if we don't use it. And walking, it doesn't stretch you, it doesn't rotate your joints, it keeps you in a very narrow range of motion. Now think about this. When was the last time you reached behind you in the car, bent down to pick something up off the floor, twisted to look over your shoulder? Did it feel easy? Or did something pull, strain, or ache? That's not just getting old. That's your body saying, hey, we're stiffening up, do something. Martha, 79, started noticing it when tying her shoes became a production. Her knees didn't want to bend, her back didn't want to round, so she began adding gentle mobility exercises to her mornings. Neck rolls, arm circles, gentle forward bends, hip openers. Nothing crazy, just consistent. In 2 weeks, she was moving more freely. In a month, her morning stiffness was gone. Flexibility isn't about doing the splits. It's about reaching, twisting, bending, and stretching so you can live fully. Because the moment we lose our range of motion, we start avoiding movement, and that's when independence starts slipping away. Let's talk about something that walking almost completely ignores: your core. Now, when most people hear the word core, they think of six-pack abs, but that's not what we're talking about here. The core is everything in your midsection, the deep muscles that support your spine, keep you upright, and help you stay balanced as you move. And after 70, having a strong core isn't about looking fit, it's about staying functional. Without it, posture begins to slump, breathing gets shallower, balance becomes harder, and worst of all, back pain creeps in. Here's something most people miss. Walking does very little to strengthen your core. It doesn't engage those deep abdominal muscles or the stabilizers along your spine. That's why so many older adults start walking hunched over, because their body simply can't hold itself up anymore. Take Anita, 76. She walked daily, but found herself leaning forward more and more. Her lower back ached by the end of each day. She didn't realize her posture was slowly collapsing. Not because she wasn't active, but because she wasn't strengthening the muscles that hold her body in alignment. Her physical therapist introduced her to a few simple posture and core exercises: seated pelvic tilts, standing wall holds, and abdominal bracing while sitting or walking. They were subtle movements, but powerful. And within weeks, she noticed her posture improving. Her back pain nearly gone, and she started feeling taller, more open, even more confident when she walked into a room. That's the power of core strength. It supports your spine, improves digestion, enhances breathing, and keeps you steady on your feet. Want to try a quick posture check? Stand against a wall with your heels, back, shoulders, and head touching the surface. Does it feel natural or forced? If it's uncomfortable, it's time to focus on your core and alignment, because posture isn't just about looking good. It's about protecting your spine, your central support beam, so you can move through life without strain, without pain, and without fear. Now let's talk joints, hips, knees, ankles. These hard-working parts of your body do the heavy lifting with every step you take. And while walking helps lubricate your joints, it also brings repetitive stress, especially if you walk long distances on hard surfaces without mixing in other types of movement. The truth is, after 70, joints become more delicate, cartilage thins, synovial fluid, the joint's natural lubricant, decreases. And when your joints don't have strong muscles around them, or you're pounding them with the same motion day after day, they start to wear down. That's why many people who walk daily still end up with sore knees, tight hips, or painful ankles. Just ask Leo, 78. He loved walking the trail near his home, but after a year of doing it every morning, his knees started to ache more and more. He tried new shoes, stretching, even cutting his walk shorter, but nothing worked. Then his doctor explained something that changed everything. His joints weren't the problem. It was the lack of variety in his movement. Leo started incorporating low-impact activities into his week, like water aerobics and gentle cycling. He also added mobility stretches and light strength training to take pressure off his joints. In just a few weeks, his knee pain lessened. In a couple of months, it was nearly gone. The key? He gave his joints the support and recovery they needed. So, if walking is leaving you sore instead of energized, it's time to ask, are your joints crying out for a change? Try this quick test. Sit down in a chair and slowly stand up without using your hands. Pay attention to how your knees and hips feel. Is it smooth or stiff and strained? Your joints are whispering clues. Listen to them. Now that we've laid it all out, here's the truth. Walking is good, but it's not enough. Not if you want to stay strong, steady and self-reliant well into your 70s, 80s and beyond. Because aging well isn't about avoiding decline. It's about choosing to move in ways that preserve your strength, your independence and your confidence. Let's recap the 5 essentials that should accompany your daily walk. Strength training to protect your muscles and preserve your power. Balance exercises to keep you steady and prevent dangerous falls. Flexibility and mobility so your joints stay open, smooth and free. Core and posture work to keep your spine aligned and your body supported. Joint-friendly movement to relieve pressure and protect your most used body parts. Each of these is a pillar, and together they form a foundation that will carry you through the decades ahead. Because here's the beautiful part. It's never too late. Never too late to build strength. Never too late to improve balance. Never too late to feel better, move better, and live better. Even if you've only been walking for years, today can be the day you expand your routine and take charge of your future. Now I want to hear from you. Which one of these 5 are you going to start with? What's something you've noticed in your own movement lately? Tightness, weakness, maybe a loss of balance? Drop a comment below and let me know. Your story might inspire someone else watching to take that first step. And if this video gave you value, please like, share, and subscribe. Not just for us, but to spread this message to others who may need to hear it. Remember, walking is like the water in your garden of health, but it's not enough on its own. Your muscles, they're the roots. Your balance, the trunk that keeps you upright. Your flexibility, the branches that help you reach and twist. Your core, the sunlight that holds everything together. And your joints, the soil where everything grows. Tend to your whole garden and watch your body bloom. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.